Good morning, students. Myself, Major Komal Katyal, Department of Zoology, GK Govani, Government College, Bhinmar. Now, today, in the part of the embryonic development, we will discuss about the fate map. So, what are the fate maps? संभावित आरेख क्या होते हैं? You can see here the presence of animal cortical cytoplasm region. The sperm is entering and the sperm nucleus is also entering the unfertilized egg. There are two distinct regions. One, the animal pole, here shown with the blue color, and with the light color is shown the vegetal half or the vegetal pole region. And two type of cytoplasm is clearly visible in this slide: the animal cortical cytoplasm and the vegetal cortical cytoplasm. So there is one axis which is from animal pole to the vegetal pole axis, that is known as AV axis. The fate or end result of each blastomere can only be ascertained by certain special devices. A chart or a topographical surface mapping showing the fate of each part of an early embryo, in particular a blastula, is called a fate map. संभावित आरेख क्या है? कहने का मतलब यह है कि जो ब्लास्टोमियर है, ब्लास्टोमियर का भविष्य क्या है, उसको हम एक चार्ट द्वारा, मानचित्र के द्वारा या आरेख के द्वारा बताते हैं और इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? संभावित आरेख कहा जाता है, जो विशेषकर ब्लास्टुला अवस्था से हम प्रारंभ करते हैं. So fate maps can be constructed by natural marking or by artificial marking. मतलब प्राकृतिक या कृत्रिम रूप से संभावित आरेख का निर्माण किया जा सकता. Let us discuss about the construction of the fate map. First, by natural markings. किस तरह से हम प्राकृतिक रूप से संभावित आरेख बना सकते हैं? The cytoplasm of fertilized eggs of some animals, such as some ascidians, as here the case of example Cyona, the scientific name is written as Cynthia partita, has natural color differences in its various regions. जो एक एसिडिया है सायोना, उसके अंदर वास्तविक या प्राकृतिक रूप से क्या होता है? रंग विभेद पाया जाता है अलग अलग जो भ्रूण के भाग में है. And on the basis of the pigmentation differences, 4 general regions may be distinguished in the egg cytoplasm of Cynthia partita. There is an upper hemisphere of clear cytoplasm represents the prospective epidermal ectoderm, so it is called the ectoplasm. Second, here you can see in the diagram also the clear cytoplasm is there, the sperm pronucleus is moving, and you can observe easily the yellow crescent area, the yellow cytoplasm region, the entry of and the movement of the sperm pronucleus. Then the second, the posterior ventrally, the yellow crescent is the prospective mesoderm, so it is called the mesoplasm. अभी हमने देखा कि एक पीले रंग का भाग था जिसको जो mesoplasm बना था. Then the anterior dorsally, a gray crescent cytoplasm which has the two development prospects. One, the upper, which is known as the neural ectoderm, the neuroplasm, and a lower notochordal region which is known as the chordoplasm. So we were talking about the two regions, the neuroplasm and the chordoplasm. Then there is a vegetal area of dark gray yolky plasm, as I mentioned that there is presence of the yolk region, and it is the region of prospective endoderm, so it is called the endoplasm. So I have shown you the presence of four different regions naturally present: the ectoplasm, the mesoplasm, and the neuroplasm and chordoplasm together, and then a vegetal half with endoplasm. So ectoplasm, mesoplasm, and endoplasm, and then a neuroplasm with chordoplasm. So these are the different regions which are naturally present in the cyanogen. Now let us discuss about the construction of fate map by artificial marking. किस प्रकार से हम संभावित आरेख बना सकते हैं कृत्रिम रूप से. The first method is the vital staining method given by W. Vogt in 1925 with the use of vital dyes such as Nile blue sulfate, neutral red, Janus green or Bismarck brown. Second method, that is known as the carbon particles marking, developed by Spratt in 1946, applying the tiny particles of carbon on the surface of the embryo and tracing its movement. And the third one, that is the radioactive labeling. This is use of tritiated thymidine marker for the construction of fate map. Now, what are the significance of fate में संभावित आरेख जब हम प्राकृतिक या कृत्रिम रूप से निर्माण करते हैं तो इसका क्या महत्व है? It is basically for understanding the mechanism of gastrulation, the morphogenetic movements and the cell lineage. वास्तव में जो इसका महत्व है वो महत्व कब होता है कि किस तरह से गैस्ट्रुला भवन के दौरान So the fate maps are responsible for showing us the mechanism of gastrulation, morphogenetic movements and the cell lineage. तो हम बात कर रहे थे कि संभावित आरेख का क्या महत्व है, किस तरह से गैस्ट्रुला भवन के दौरान जो कोशिका है उन कोशिकाओं का क्या भविष्य रहता है, किस तरह से कोशिकाओं के अंदर जो गतियां हो रही हैं उन गति के द्वारा वो किस अंग या अंग तंत्र का भविष्य में निर्माण कर रही हैं, यह सारी जानकारी हमें संभावित आरेख के द्वारा ही प्राप्त होती. Now here the examples of some fate maps are shown. First, the sea urchin. You can see the presence of the larval nervous system. Nervous system is shown with the dark purple color. The ectoderm or the epidermis region is shown with the green. The endoderm with the yellow. The mesoderm with the red color and the notochord with the light purple color. The other example is of branchiostoma, then the ascidian, then oikopleura and the genopus. You can see due to morphogenetic movement the different region of the gastrula are shown with different colors. This is the examples of other animals. First, a zebrafish. You can observe the presence of a surface ectoderm, then the neural ectoderm, the mesoderm, the notochordal region and the endoderm, all shown with the same color in the zebrafish, frog, a mammal, the mouse and a chick. All the regions beginning from the outermost, the surface ectoderm shown with the light blue, the neural ectoderm with the dark blue region. In the case of mouse, you can easily observe the surface ectoderm shown with the light blue, neural ectoderm with the dark color, the mesoderm with the orangish red, the notochord with the brown color, and the yellow color is for endoderm. You can see the same color differentiation in the case of chick also. यहाँ पर हमने चार जंतुओं के संभावित आरेख देखे. एक ज़ेब्राफिश, दूसरा मेंढक, तीसरा चूहा, मूषक और अंत में चूजा. सबके अंदर अलग अलग जो शरीर के जो गैस्ट्रुला है उसके अलग अलग संभावित भाग अलग अलग कलर से दिखाई दिए जा रहे हैं। This is how the development takes place. Example of chick, you can see that during the development of the chick, how the cell movement, that is the morphogenetic movement, is taking place. You can see the first, the lateral view of the fate map, second, the dorsal view, and then again the region with anterior posterior axis. You can easily observe all the region like ectoderm, neural ectoderm, the Hansen's nose, it means primitive stage, then the mesoderms and the somite formation and the extra embryonic mesoderm, all are shown here in the fate map of chick. So this completes my lecture on फेट मैप। तो आज हमने पढ़ा संभावित आरेख के बारे में, किस तरह से संभावित आरेख हमें गैस्ट्रुला के बारे में जानकारी प्रदान करने में सहायक होते हैं। धन्यवाद।